Welcome everybody to the Basic Nerd Experience. You know who this is? This is your host with the most. That looks like a ghost.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Shit, man. We're back.
We're back at it.
We're freaking back at it again, man.
Yeah,
bro.
This time in Utah.
True.
This is the Utah edition. I don't know if you can tell, but I know this kind of looks like a romantic getaway, but this is just an experimentation. No, we're here to get this back and going. So we originally the point of this episode was I made a boo-boo. So the first two episodes of the podcast I accidentally deleted.
You done messed up.
I done messed
up.
I done goofed.
You done goofed.
I did. Yes.
So we can't see these. We can't see these again. They're lost.
They're
right?
done.
They're
so
done.
The Batman Arkham can't ever hear it again. And the Universal, which is what we're going to do shortly, the Universal one,
never to be found again.
Just those two, though.
Got you.
So nothing in the B&E archives in the
So
future.
what you're saying is that this is like the first in a series of Redux videos, maybe that we're
Yes, that's such a good transition because this is what we're doing now. What we're doing now is we're going to redo our Universal episode. So we're going to kind of do, have a game with this, and we're going to have this game called Sucks Doesn't Suck.
Yeah.
And it's pretty simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a tour with you around both parks and go by each ride and say, does it suck or doesn't suck? So it's pretty much it. So Andres, do you have anything you want to say before we start?
I just want to preface this by saying I love Universal. I'm kind of biased. There are only a few rides that I can think of right now that suck. But on the majority side, they're kind of all right. All of them are really awesome.
Yeah, I have to admit with that.
But let's start this sucking game, man.
Let's get this going. So let's start. Okay, let's start the sucking game.
I thought we had a different idea. Oh shit! Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, sorry everybody out there. So we're gonna walk through the gates of Universal Studios, the park. I think we should start with Despicable Me.
No.
So sucks or doesn't suck. And by the way, but let me say this now. The point of this game is the first impression that gets in your head, the first thought, if it sucks or doesn't suck, you have to go with it.
It doesn't suck. To me, it doesn't suck.
To me, it sucks.
To you, it sucks?
To you, it sucks. You should go first because... or do you want me to go first?
Age before beauty, even though I'm older. So okay.
Do you want to go first or do you want You should go.
Let's go first. Yeah, I'm going first.
Okay.
So Despicable Me is like one of my favorite animated films, like ever. Like I remember back in 2010 watching it. It was something fascinating to me, mostly because Gru and the Gorals were like
that's the names, the minions?
No. The Gorals. Margot, Edith, and Agnes.
Oh.
He called not the girls, the Gorals.
Oh, okay.
That's how you're supposed to call them.
I'm sorry.
So
I never watched any of these movies.
But like the minions, like to me, the minions weren't they're a big part of it, but they're not the main focus. That's why I don't like Minions that much. But Despicable Me to me is awesome. It's really awesome. And when I heard that they were doing a ride, unfortunately replacing, rest in peace, the Jimmy Neutron ride with the Nicktoons. I love that ride, by the way, but it is what it is. It do be like that sometimes, you know. And the reason why I like this ride a lot and because I think it doesn't suck, it's because it provides an experience of what it's like for you to actually be a replaceable minion, someone who's trying to actually be inside and work for Gru. Mm-hmm. And me, I love I love being inside of this world with the characters and everything. I love Gru. Gru is like one of my favorite Picaro anti-heroes of all time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I would say like the whole premise of the thing is actually really stupid. It's stupid in that you have to run an obstacle course to get a job. Like if any random person with a $2 bill can walk up to a building and just get a job by doing an obstacle course, I'd be having 4 different jobs right now. That's why I'm saying like the premise is stupid, but it's fun. And by the end, you get to dance to freaking the Bee Gees. You know, I love the Bee Gees.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I think it doesn't suck.
So that's why it doesn't suck. So we're gonna stay alive.
Ha!
So why doesn't it suck?
Why doesn't it suck?
Yeah.
Well, I just explained why it doesn't suck.
No, but like highlights of for me.
Oh, I got you. Okay, the highlights are the writing for Gru at least. Like I find that he comes off very genuine. He comes off very natural. Steve Carell, as usual, knocks it out of the park. I love him, and I always love hearing his voice. I would say the interactivity of the ride, like for example, when you're actually running, the seats go up and down. You know, every time you go up, it like shoots you up and then it shoots you back down. You're not moving, but it's like you're moving in place.
Right.
But it gives off the feeling that you're actually in Gru's facility of evil. You know?
Yeah, quote unquote. Okay.
Yeah. And the dancing is awesome.
Okay. So here's why Despicable Me sucks.
Okay, never mind.
I am incredibly biased because I missed the Nickelodeon ride.
Rest in peace.
That's the only ride. I
peace.
hate the Minions. I never understood them. They're just.
No, I mean get closer to the.
No, I just. Sorry. I'm gonna punch you in the knee.
It's okay. It just politely declined.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, Jonathan. Reference to Rise and Rush sequels, by the way.
Shout out to Jonathan.
Johnny Boy. The reason I don't like the ride is just, like you said, it's kind of the premise about the obstacle course and everything like that. The reason I don't suck is just based on bias. I don't like Despicable Me at all.
Mm.
That's just it. I know it's something stupid or whatever. I miss Nickelodeons. I know there's.
No, it's legit. I can buy that.
There's reasons for it. It's just that is such a great ride.
It was a great ride. I remember back when I was 7 years old and I first rode that ride, it stuck with me.
Yeah.
Even though SpongeBob was in it for like 3 seconds and that's it.
Thank you.
You see, that's bullshit.
Like Jimmy was in it, which Jimmy Neutron is my second favorite Nick cartoon.
Hey.
But yeah, I have to admit, SpongeBob not a lot in there. Nah.
No memes. Gotta give it a 0 out of 5.
Yeah, no, okay, Anthony Fantano.
Okay, we're not going there. Keep going.
But no, that's my rating. So
Nice.
Just keep it simple. That's it. Simple rating. It sucks.
Let's see. Let's go across the street from it. Let's check out Shrek 4D.
Okay.
What do you think of it?
Doesn't
suck or doesn't suck?
Doesn't suck.
Doesn't suck.
Slightly though. It slightly goes to suck, but it doesn't suck for me. Okay. I like the pre-show. I liked how you have the minor characters trapped in those prisoners. That doesn't make any sense. The minor characters are prisoners that are trapped, and they're talking to the audience about what's going on, about how Lord Farquaad. Yeah, right. Farquaad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Michael Eisner.
That's what I said. Farquaad.
Yeah. It's pretty much telling you the retelling of the first movie, and then later you're sitting down to this Disney Philharmonic-esque show, and you're going through this Shrek 1.5 adventure.
Even Thelonious makes an appearance, man. I miss Thelonious.
Is that the guy with the hood?
Yeah, three, number 3, my lord.
I missed him.
Me too.
Yeah. No, I thought it's cute. It's okay. And one thing like I've noticed about this whole, like, this is for anybody at home watching. You can watch the film of Shrek 4D and to cover your own home on Netflix.
You can?
Yeah.
It's there?
It's scary, spooky stories.
Spectacular?
Something like that, yeah. And you can click it, and it's literally like from like the frog to like the end. Like when you see the frog, like, like sticking his tongue to the camera and you're like weaving through all the way to the end.
That's gonna be.
You can seriously go. I'm like
okay, well,
95% sure.
Awesome. We'll Netflix and chill and watch it tonight.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah.
So that's why for me it doesn't suck. I think it's okay. Shrek 2 is amazing, but like the other ones are like like it's
even Shrek 4.
I have to watch. Okay, I haven't watched Shrek 4.
Bro, give it another shot.
I gotta watch it. Shrek, no, you're right.
This goes for any like Shrek fans out there. Shrek 4 is underrated. In my opinion, it is underrated. Brings it back to the classics.
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, let's watch it. Netflix and chill. Yeah.
Does Shrek 4D suck or doesn't suck?
It does not suck.
It does
not suck at all.
So our first agreement.
Yeah. Don't get used to that. But like as you said, like at first you see all the main characters that we know and love like trapped in like traps of Lord Farquaad's old making, you know? And it's the adventure. It's the freaking don't get me wrong, the 3D is obvious, but keep in mind this was like 2002, 2003. Like the technology was there, and everyone was like, "Hey, look at this cool new gimmick that we have. It's 3D. Look, you see,
it's 4D.
4D. You can actually feel Fiona's foot in your mouth or something like that."
Yeah.
Most people actually like that, you know. But no, that's also what I like about it. The fact that it is.
You can have I make a joke. I gotta make sure I say it correctly. Continue. Sorry.
I mean, I'm not against ogre foot fetishes, not at all. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Go for it. But like me personally, it's all right with me. It gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Fiona's foot.
Oh.
As for the ride, it gets an 8 out of 10 for me because one, I love these characters. I love seeing them interact with each other in the same way as Despicable Me. But I think here it kind of scared me when I was a kid because it has a little bit of scary imagery in it.
Yeah, like when they were going in that castle or something like that, and like that big the kind of the copy of Donkey's baby mama, like the dragon, that kind of like the way that like her entire I guess her form came from like being from stone and like from like all the crumbling, and then boom. Did that scare you?
Yeah, that scared me. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So. And we're back. Sorry about that, folks. All right. So where are we going from Shrek 4D now?
From Shrek 4D, let's go all the way across the street again to one of the newer ones from like 2008 or 9, Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit.
Ooh.
Let's talk about that one, huh?
I think it doesn't suck.
I think it doesn't suck either, man.
That's fucking awesome.
Anyone that like integrates like music into the rides, you can listen to like, and there's a secret list of songs.
Yeah, I heard that
you can put, man, with secret codes in like on the website.
How do you do that? As I say while you're drinking water.
Yeah, exactly. But how you do it? I remember the last time I remember doing it. I went on the website, right? And they even have a list. You can ask for, hey, is there a list of secret songs? They'll give you the list, right? And what happens is that once you get on the ride, there's a pad. There's a pad, right? You have to enter. There's a keypad. There's a keypad where you enter different codes for different songs. I remember because the one that I chose, I think it was Self-Esteem by The Offspring. And that's not on the original roster of songs for Rip Ride Rockit. It's on that secret list. Right. So that's how you do it.
That's cool. I never knew that before until now. However, the only thing I don't like, well, two things I don't like about this ride. One, I hate the shitty graphics at the beginning. That's like something from 2007 PowerPoint.
Oh, come on, man. It's okay. I mean,
that's just me being dumb and picky. That's just something stupid. The other thing is some of the selections for rock is terrible. How do you have like Motley Crue to Three Doors Down
to Kanye
that's
stronger?
I know he considers himself the greatest living rock star of all time.
Yeah,
and the Rock,
I'm the #1 rock star on the planet.
No, how Sway?
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
I was about to drink water. What
the fuck does she know about cameras? No, but like I agree with you. Like the selections for rock music is just
terrible. Of all of it, the shit from like blues from like the 50s till now, we have All American Rejects, like cringy 2000s rock. Come on, guys.
Move Along is not really a song you go like to get like the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit experience, you know?
No, that's something you like play when you're like going through high school.
Yeah, like emo dumb high school shit, you know? It's like,
exactly.
But a song like Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, now that's a song you listen to, they're going to ride, man.
That's true.
It's fast paced, it's dumb, and it's good, you know?
But I don't want fucking Limp Bizkit either.
Wait, Limp Bizkit?
I think Rolling is on there.
No way.
I think there's a Limp Bizkit song on there.
Oh,
I remember. I distinctly remember at one point Limp Bizkit was on that list of songs. But there needs to be like Metallica, at least some Guns N' Roses. Get some like
Thin Lizzy or Get Out of My Face with that.
Like the Stones or Motorhead or something.
Can you imagine Motorhead in this thing, man? It'd be freaking cool.
Oh, I would just do Ace of Spades or something.
Bro, fucking marching off to war, freaking, yeah.
Get that, no, exactly.
But we both agree that this ride does not suck at all.
No. The other selections, like, the dance is good. I think I think for the rap and R&B and hip hop is good. It's just the rock I have a problem with. Country, I don't want to listen to country that's just me. But like I don't have the same sensation listening to like,
are you ready to country rock?
Get her done,
and
all that stuff. Nah, but the ride itself is amazing. Just going through up and
like I thought for sure that you were gonna do like a 90-degree dive on that shit, man. That'd be bro, like another Sheik or something. Like
exactly.
That. And you go through the freaking this ride. It's like there are times when it's not entirely stable. Like sometimes it just jerks you around, like like you feel it. You go through the freaking firehouse. You go in, and then like
yeah. No, I agree.
It feels like you're about to get dropped.
It's a good ride.
So
it does not suck.
Nope, does not suck.
No. So where are we going next?
Let's see. From Hollywood Rip Ride. What do you want?
Revenge of the Mummy.
Let's go Revenge of the Mummy on this one.
Does not suck.
Absolutely not.
Fucking amazing.
My 5th grade self would have told me that it sucked, though. That is the inner crybaby pussy in me talking.
That's okay. We all pooped our pants at one point on the ride.
Oh, I almost fainted in 5th grade going on that ride.
Oh wow.
I did.
Was it your flawless emo up-temp impression of your soul? You gotta do it.
Oh,
you have a better Mummy impression than I do.
The friggin' Imhotep, right?
Yeah.
Just like,
your souls are mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, it's just that peak potency.
It's no big deal.
Yeah. Nah. But yeah, was it that, or was it like the fire that comes out of nowhere from the top, the skeleton army that comes out of nowhere?
I gotta say one of the biggest highlights of this ride is the immersion.
Yes.
Once you're waiting in line, you are in the Mummy. There are artifacts. There are freaking interactables that you can you touch a piece of you touch an artifact. Like I think it's a freaking astrolabe, and you feel heat radiating from it, like out of nowhere, from one point to another. You step on a tile, a trap activates or something like that. There are boxes everywhere. It feels like you're inside of like an Indiana Jones movie.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just amazing how like one of the great things about the ride is from the queue to the ride itself to everything. When you're looking at the sets, you're looking about how like the flow of from like standby entrance to the end is. I think the Mummy does that. I think perfectly.
Top notch.
I think it's a roller coaster because most roller coasters are like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But like this one's like at least 4 or 5 minutes.
This ride goes in like 3 different directions at once. You know, it starts off like a Splash Mountain type of like, oh god, look at this, Imhotep's about to kill that guy. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Silence, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You see that inner potency that he has in himself, like. Ginger power, right?
That's
there.
right, ginger power. Not that much,
but I love that it turns from like an interactive experience to freaking a legit roller coaster.
Yeah,
it shoots you. It shoots you when Imhotep activates. Yeah, it activates, right? You get trapped in a door. These beetles start coming out of these little blue holes, That scared me when I was a kid. I was afraid of spiders a lot. And I didn't care what those creatures were. All I knew was that they made this sound, and they had legs. They were arthropods. I didn't care. They were spiders to me. And then he's just like, prepare to forfeit your souls, you know? He smashes the freaking window of a worker,
Right.
and he shoots us into fire. That is scary
Pretty
shit.
sick.
That is very scary shit.
There's something funny about the end. I think, like, where did they go?
Oh, Brendan Fraser.
At the end, and when the coworker goes, "Thank you for visiting Universal Studios," and then like he kills her, and then like that part I didn't get. Like, doesn't he kill her like some coworker at the end?
I
Like,
think yeah.
And then you're like, nope, and then you keep going. I'm like, wait, are we still part of the ride, or like will we leave? Like, I'm like, but that's something we can figure out another day.
Yeah.
So wow, so Doesn't Suck. So
Doesn't Suck.
So I think the only one, I think the one that said sucked is just Despicable Me.
In your opinion.
In my opinion.
Let's go to one that kind of sucks.
Don't say it.
Fast and Furious.
Oh, I thought you were saying Black. No, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious does.
Poopy.
Yes, it's a big, giant ass turd of a ride.
I do give it one thing though. I do like how in the pre-show they have the performers interacting with the screens, with the characters.
That is really cool.
And I know that the audience not really doing much, we're just kind of watching it, but at least it's something. Better than like, we need your help. Click, next room.
No,
at least there's some kind of
the immersion. It's passable. But
yeah,
the ride just doesn't do much.
No,
you know?
it's just like King Kong.
It's just like King Kong. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that you don't have Paul Walker, freaking like I'm a big fan of the. I get that he passed away. May he rest in peace, of course. But I don't know. I'm a huge Fast and Furious fan. Like this is the reason why I got into cars and stuff in the first place, you know. But like I don't know, if you got to make some mention of the guy. I get that he passed away, but I don't know. Bring on the baby, you know. Everybody meet Brian,
right?
All that. At least a nod or something. Thank God for Tyrese though. Tyrese is there. He's a good guy.
One thing I don't like about this whole thing was, I have to admit, when I first was on this, like with Javi, like which is mentioned in one of the episodes about Slayer and Universal Studios.
Shout out to Javi. Yeah. Is that your tribute to him?
That's it. That's why I mentioned it. No, but like I was saying, like when I was on the ride, I'm like, because I never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. Like, all right, this is some shit right here. All right, and we go from like we're in this bus, and then we make that first right to that alleyway street. I'm like, holy shit, this looks great. And you make another right, and then you see like this garage. The thing that I was disappointed was this freaking screen where you see this 2D print of like people dancing, and you can just tell, like, oh, this is so fake.
Yeah. The Minions dancing thing is more real than that.
Yeah. And I think that's just an example, but like the other thing is just like when you're in the ride itself, I just feel like there's no stakes involved. It just feels like, oh, you're going through shit. It's so CGI heavy.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too.
Like I know for a fact that Vin Diesel's not doing all those things. It's obvious that they're using it's computer generated, you know, and I don't know. There lacks authenticity to it.
Yeah, absolutely agree. That's all I have for Fast and Furious.
Same here. It sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks. Don't go to it.
I don't know if we count Fear Factor, so we're just gonna go past that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait.
Jinx.
Oh, Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley?
And we have to go to
that's
Gringotts.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
We have to go to freaking Gringotts. Let's go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. What about
Gringotts? Doesn't suck.
Doesn't suck for me either. But the story behind it.
Yeah, kind of.
It's not. No, yeah. But the Gringots Bank is a ride, but that doesn't suck. It's a ride that doesn't suck.
Andres is a person.
Yes.
That doesn't suck.
But Gringots Bank does not suck.
Okay.
The line, I think this is one of my favorite lines to wait for. When bad comes to worse, if I see a long line at Gringotts Bank, I will not complain because like this is a bank that I've seen since I was like 6 years old.
With the Sorcerer's Stone,
yeah. And you get to see this big chandelier. You get to go behind the bank. You get to go underground. You get to see freaking Bill Weasley make negotiations with a freaking goblin.
My brother.
Yeah, his brother, Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's also is General Hux and the poopy sequel trilogy. Not your fault, man. It's just
shout out to Jose for your crappy prequel, crappy sequel trilogy. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I think only likes Last Jedi. I think the other ones that's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's a different one. But
anyway,
yeah, we get introduced to Bill Weasley making negotiations at the bank, and we get to join Harry and company on the last film as they're trying to infiltrate Bellatrix Lestrange's vault at Gringotts. And all types of weird stuff happens. Voldemort makes an appearance. They try sabotaging us. They save us. This ride starts spinning out of control. It turns into a freaking roller coaster dive. It does so much all at once, and it's so incredible. When even the freaking dragon gets released, and we get to see the Priori Incantatum thing that happens between Harry and Voldemort's wands.
Yeah.
I love ever since the fourth one, I've loved that effect. So, and I'm glad to see it here.
I agree with everything you said, especially like when you walk in, the goblins or like animatronics, or like popping their heads in, signing stuff. It adds a sense of realism into it. But yeah, like you said, everything is pretty good. The story is kind of like, I get it because they're trying to get the writers and trying to make sense of the timeline. But I'm like, okay, but like, what in the Harry Potter Forbidden Journey does that fit in the timeline at all?
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, I think the Harry Potter thing that's an exception. Like, I liked it. I thought it was okay.
As a standalone, it works.
It does work.
It does. But you're right. As a chronological event in time, it doesn't make a lick of sense.
And I don't mind. It's just, if they said standalone, I think it's fine. But it's like when they're saying like, oh, we need to make sense to the series, then I'm like, okay, with that logic, again, how does that make sense with Hagrid's motorbike adventure now?
That's a great transition into the next one.
Yeah. Oh no, that's still in Islands.
Oh, that is in Islands. My bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
You haven't done it. You should do that when you're ready to go.
Yeah.
But
So from Gringots Bank, where do you want to go next?
We're going to Simpsons in Springfield,
Let's
USA.
Okay, let's go to Springfield. I think it sucks. I'm sorry to say. It's not that I think it's a bad. Okay, I'm basically saying it is a bad ride because it sucks. But the reason why I think it sucks, it's not because the ride is awful. Absolutely not. I like The Simpsons. Like, I'm not the biggest fan or anything, but I do respect The Simpsons for what they do, more than Family Guy. But the reason why I think it sucks is because they replaced Back to the Future with The Simpsons back in 2007, and when that was going on, this was like 2000. This was back in 2007 March.
Yeah.
And like I remember before in Universal, I would spam Back to the Future, the ride, every single time I went in there, And my dad and I were kind of upset because we were just like, why replace Back to the Future, a timeless classic, with The Simpsons, an also timeless classic, but not as timeless as Back to the Future, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair point. What about the ride itself?
The ride itself is really cool, though.
So it's kind of like what about me with Despicable Me and the Nick. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that.
That's true, and it does like. Not all the jokes of The Simpsons stick with me, but the ones that they do try, it's good. They're good. Like when Sideshow Bob is like, "There's nothing you can do. You're about to die," and Homer's like, "You sound like my dad." And then we knock them down, And I didn't grow up with these characters, but I grew to admire The Simpsons, and it's The Simpsons, man.
Yeah.
Like everyone feels in character. Nobody feels out of place. It's fine. It's a good ride. Even Sideshow Bob is awesome. Yeah.
No, I get why you're like, because at the minute, I never did the Back to the Future ride, but from what I've heard, it's like a classic. And at the minute, it's kind of like, why would you? It's kind of like Disney replacing like Haunted Mansion with Coco.
Yeah, or Splash Mountain with Princess and the Frog. That's a more controversial topic. We won't touch it, but
No, actually, I wouldn't mind talking about that. Not now, but like I definitely
in the future.
I would not mind. I did a little pre-episode. I did like a little episode about it, like about.
I remember that one.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to talking about that. Actually.
Hell yeah.
That's a good idea for an episode. Anyways, I don't think.
Hold on.
I don't think. We're gonna check the audio or the video real quick. How are we doing, sir?
We gotta transition into the next phase.
Let's transition to the next phase, ladies and gentlemen.
Next phase.
Okay.
All right.
So Simpsons doesn't suck for me.
Simpsons sucks for me.
Okay. Next.
Where do you want to go next, man?
E.T. Let's take a left-hand turn. Yeah, all the way in E.T.
E.T.
Doesn't suck.
Doesn't suck either. Yeah. Oh, you were scared.
I was scared, yeah.
Because
I'm in
my
that ride.
controversial opinion?
Yeah. I'm worried. I'll start this one off.
Go for it. Mr. Go for it.
Besides that this date is extremely dated and needs some love and care to it, it is the only attraction at Universal Studios that has been there since opening day.
Yes,
and
he is right.
Universal has tried so many times to try to rip
Dump
it out
it.
and put something. I'm sure something stupid in there, like Trolls or
Spielberg. Do not let your baby go.
Oh no,
Do not.
No, Spielberg actually told them, like, don't do that.
Good.
Like he actually was on top of that. So.
Spielberg knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
He's got this. Don't let it go.
I'm sure he got mad about Jaws, but there was reasons behind it.
He was. But
I'm sure
although there were reasons, that doesn't mean he wasn't pissed off. I know he was pissed off.
Yeah, it was just the writers. But that's a different conversation. But E.T. The thing that's kind of okay, like the trend, I'll give like a quick explanation. So when you go into ET, you go inside, you watch it. Speaking of Spielberg, you watch a great. It's funny. There's actually two different stories originally with ET of the pre-show, because the first one was when you walk in, you see Spielberg watching ET, and the story was that we're extras to be an ET sequel, and then the whole ride is the sequel,
right? And
we're like the stars of it, because Universal is about like behind the magic of the movie, stuff like that. Because of I think it was the 20th or the 30th anniversary of the movie, Spielberg said, let's change it. Let's do it completely new. How are we going to do that? We're going to change the story by us, the people, using our bikes. We have to go from our planet to E.T.'s planet, which is creatively called the Green Planet.
Subtle. Very subtle.
So, and it's actually based on a book, which is funny.
Called The Green Planet?
Called The Green Planet. It's funny, like Universal was trying to make it a movie, depending on the book sales.
Didn't work?
No.
Didn't work.
And some movies need to be just left alone.
Yeah.
E.T. is one of them.
True.
So the great thing is that now with the current version of it, is Spielberg saying, hey, listen, we don't have much time. I got to tell you what's going on. E.T.'s home planet is dying, and E.T. has this magic touch with a fingertip. And
don't let him finger it.
Yeah. And so his magic touch can heal the planet. Shut up. It can heal the planet. So that we...
I cannot believe the words that just flew out of your mouth. And you say I'm the dirty one. Continue.
So E.T.'s magic fingertip. We have to escape from NASA and the government and fly over to the planet, rescue his disgusting Jim Henson workshop creatures, and save the day. And that's it. And then have him say your name from like an AI from like 2001 Space Odyssey.
My name, they mispronounced my name.
You said this in the deleted episode.
In the deleted episode, I remember, like he said, I said my name is Andres. He called me like.
Wait, before we get into it, at the end of the ride, when he says thank you, because at the beginning of the ride you put your name, or you tell him your name, and then you have a name card. That way, like E.T. can say your name at the end to thank you. And I thought that was cool because my name's Elliot, and yeah, E.T. Yeah. Anyway,
Elliot Trudeau.
Elliot and E.T. Yeah, exactly. So then at the end, to make sure that he does, because sometimes it's based on like an AI, it's gonna mess up your name.
But my name is not Geraldo. It's Andres. Andres, not Geraldo. That's not my name. Get it right, you finger-licking bitch. Oh my God. How many times do I have to tell you
I
this?
thought it was like, what was the name, that girl's name? Didn't you say like they mistakenly said the girl's name?
I think they did?
Yeah, it was.
I think he did.
Alejandra.
Alejandra. Did?
Was it something like that?
All I know is that it had 3 syllables and it wasn't my name. What? It's not fucking Geraldo.
Geraldo, that's hilarious. But that's a personal thing.
Yeah.
But I say Doesn't Suck. It still has the magic of the movie. It has the John Williams score in the background.
Bro, how can you fight the score, man? The score is something to behold. It's one of John Williams' best.
Oh, easily, for sure. And even like when you walk in, it's kind of weird. Like when you walk in, you're like seeing Spielberg like, we need your help. Then you kind of walk in through like a Kodak like photo gallery, and then you go to like the Sequoia National Forest for some reason.
Yeah, it's a weird transition, is what I'm saying, Spielberg.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I love it. I love like when you're like out in the forest, you have the astronauts, you have like the space rovers, you get the smell of the forest,
Bro.
And then you have like
and the sounds. You generally feel like someone is chasing after you. You know?
Exactly. You hear like the rustling of someone's like stopping out the leaves. You have like the teacher coming from out of nowhere. You know, you should be replaced and like give us some love again.
Yeah. Spielberg, push for that. I want to.
Why is Spielberg? Like, why is this Spielberg?
Because this is his baby, man.
That's true.
Baby. Speaking of babies, Men in Black.
What a transition.
Yeah.
Doesn't suck.
Doesn't suck. It doesn't suck.
Son of
It
a
doesn't
bitch.
suck. It just doesn't suck, man. To me, like any game, any like ride that involves like shooting stuff and getting the maximum amount of points, I will love. I love Toy Story Mania. I love Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and I love Men in Black Alien Attack. And props for getting Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones back. Like,
Rip Torn, not Tommy Lee Jones.
Not Tom. Oh, okay, half credit taken away, but props for getting Will Smith again. Not bad, Slick. That's good.
I did like the theme of it when you walk inside and it's like the universe and you. It's like this 1960s World's Fair.
It's a retro. It's a retro feeling ride.
Exactly.
It literally feels like you're going into like a futuristic room from the past. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're like, welcome. Are we alone? Yes. And then like, bro. And then it's like, okay, we need you, agent. Let's go. And you're like, oh shit, all right. And then it already feels like you're like when you're a kid. Like I love the Men in Black movies when I was a kid. So like the fact when you went in the elevator and like it went from like you enter through this this door to the other one, you're like, oh wow, this is no joke.
Yeah.
Even though it's like not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's the real effing deal.com, you know?
Exactly.
And like they sit you in this really weird type of capsule. Like it's a car basically, but it's with guns and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what I like about this ride is that the targets start moving. You know, that's the thing. The how do you say, the aliens start swinging from flagpoles. They start hiding up and down buildings. You know, they pop out. These are moving targets. No wonder that Universal wanted to take what Disney did and just try to do it a little bit better. And I think they did do it better.
You think they did better than Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger?
It's hard for me to say, but yes, I think.
Quick thing. I think the way that like versus Buzz Space Ranger and Men in Black. I love Zurg.
Me too.
I really do.
I love Zurg too.
I will.
He's my
I
lover.
will kiss his boot. I
kiss his boob.
Boots.
Oh, okay. I was about
Boots.
to say.
I love Zurg. I wouldn't do that, but I love Zurg. Men in Black is a better ride.
I gotta agree with him. Like, but both of these are like Titanic, in my opinion. Like, nothing can beat them. But like,
here's the difference is like with Men in Black, at least it smells nice.
Yeah, Space
Like-
Ranger spin smells like
It
ass.
smells like a summer camp. Like
Yeah.
it just, and then you hear the
To infinity and beyond. You know, it's
battle stations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It feels like this is the same type of ride that I feel like needs a little bit more love, you know. But that's
That's
a
another
tangent.
conversation.
As
We
far as
always keep saying that, like, well, there'll be another time.
Yeah.
There will be.
There will be, of course.
We're excited to bring more episodes out.
Of course. But as for Men in Black Alien Attack, does not suck. Does not suck. It leaves the chode completely unsucked. It's
exactly.
good. Don't ask.
The only way I can think of left is Transformers.
Transformers. Oh my god. What do you like?
Does not suck.
Does not suck either. Does not suck either.
I even though it's pretty much a Spider-Man ride, like the same model and the same thing, the same track and everything. I'm a huge Transformers fan. You know, not a fan of the Michael Bay movies. I think this is the best thing to come out from the Michael Bay Transformer era was this ride.
Really?
I will say that, yes.
I personally think the best thing that came out of that era, was Transformers Dark of the Moon or Dark Side of the Moon for all you Pink Floyd fans out there. Yeah. But this ride comes in at a very close second. Like, the special effects and the sound mixing are there.
Yeah.
They're still there. It's good to know. It's good to know that they don't have human characters. They stick with the Transformers.
We are the only human characters.
We are the only human characters. So no wonder they treat us like garbage, because Michael Bay treats the human characters like garbage too. But I think that's the point.
Yeah.
I think that is the point.
It's just it's great. I like how you're in this Armageddon of chaos. I don't know what that means, but we're just, because I don't know what I'm gonna say, because we're going through all this stuff. Or is that just 2020?
That's just 2020.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're recently coming out of Zoom meetings right now.
Oh, okay.
It's okay if you're feeling a little bit rusty.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Gay.
What?
Keep going.
Okay. So we're in Transformers, and it's this great ride where we have, like, we're trying to get the Allspark back away from Megatron.
It's good that they brought the Allspark back too. I miss that shit.
Yeah, because it was like in the first movie, then they just left it alone.
Yeah,
they didn't bring it back.
They brought it back for like the second one with the freaking the shard of the Matrix of leadership or something like that.
We don't talk about that. Yeah. Disgusting.
Thanks, Mom. Go for it.
So it doesn't suck. So is there anything left in Universal?
I mean,
I'm trying to think.
Anything of note?
I mean, there's a few shows we're missing, but that's like another.
But like we're focusing. on the heavy
wait.
What?
Jimmy Fallon.
It sucks the biggest chode out of every single ride in this freaking Universal Orlando, man.
Listen,
I hate this ride. I hate it so much. I really do.
I think Jimmy Fallon. I respect the show.
Nothing against Jimmy Fallon.
No, nothing.
Like, we think he's okay.
I don't think he's iconic enough to get his own ride. Like, I watched the show. Like, I used to watch a lot in high school, but like I kind of stopped. There's like stuff that I didn't even know about, like the dancing, the guys with the hats and the suits on, like the singing quartets, and then they had the hashtag the panda. I'm like, what is this?
I mean, the quartet.
Panda Express degenerate.
I'm always down for a good quartet, by the way. Like, especially if it's a barbershop quartet. But
right, no, but it's just like not a lot of people know that. You know what I mean? Like, there's like aspects when there's like something that's like very iconic. Like, everybody knows that. Like, if you watch Star Wars, if you watch like Harry Potter,
or even the Muppets. The Muppets have like iconic drum battles. They have singing numbers. You know, they have sections that are really memorable. Jimmy Fallon doesn't really stick out apart from the roots. There's not really much to latch onto. Thank God they didn't get Jimmy Fallon though. Jimmy Kimmel
to do the ride.
To do the ride. Otherwise, it would just be mean tweets. The ride, you know. That's all that it would have been.
Yeah, Twitter is enough of a ride as it is.
Yeah, but This ride does not deserve its own spot. It replaced one of the I don't remember which ride it replaced, but I remember what?
It replaced Twister.
Twister? Oh my god! I remember back at when I was 15, I wrote like you stay in like this big set, right? It's a freaking a gas station, right?
Yeah.
And you get to feel the experience of what it's like being in the Twister movie.
That scared the shit when I was a kid.
Me too. It really left an impact. Jimmy Fallon, I forgot about the ride as soon as I got off of it.
Right.
It's such a lame ass ride, for real.
It's just funny comparing like this natural disaster movie. And then here's your host, Jimmy Fallon. Yay!
Yeah.
And then it didn't need to happen.
No.
I like the shop. I like how I think there's a cool element of like bringing like NBC to Universal.
Yeah.
I like with the NBC Sports and stuff like that. I definitely think that adding that aspect to it is cool. That ride though, nah, I just don't like the race through New York. Like I don't.
It's such a flimsy and out of their concept. I mean, and Jimmy Fallon is a real person. Like I get that you're trying to make it fantastical, a race on New York, but to me, it's just.
You know what they should have done? I'll end off Universal like this. So when I went to New York in 30 Rock in the NBC building,
yes,
I visited like Saturday Night Live. I visited where Lester Holt did the nightly news.
Ooh.
I visited the Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show.
I was standing there. I mean, obviously no one was there, but it was just like when it was like during the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And towards the end of the tour, they did this really cool thing where like there's like 15 to 20 people in the tour, and they have the NBC pages walk around and present everything that's around us. At the end, you do this fun interactive experience where like everybody participates in this late night show. And in this late night show, everyone has a different role. Someone is the host, someone is the guest, someone is like, there's like 5 people in the band. My grandfather was the band leader. He was playing the bongos. I was the guest, so I just came up with stuff on the spot. That they should have done that.
Yeah.
I think they should have done something
it would have been a little bit more authentic, at least, because this just feels infantile. It feels like baby shit. Not literal baby shit, but you know what I'm saying. This feels like Gerber prepackaged ride. It's bad. It's not good. It's just not good.
Something interactive. Something like it doesn't have to, you don't have to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Something better than this. So that definitely sucks. So
yeah, it sucks a big fat one.
So I can't think of anything else.
I think we reached the end of Universal, my man.
Yeah, I think Universal. I mean, unless we forgot something, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make sure that we have everything in check.
True. Make sure to follow us on our accounts. I mean, we got my boy Ginger Base Official right over here.
We got my boy LORPROCTO, Loro Perotto. Hey. I added a C there for some reason.
Loro Perocto.
It's a protractor.
A proctologist, Not yet. Until I'm 40. I'm thinking.
Why are you?
I'm thinking prostate exam. I'm sorry.
Is this like 4-year-old virgin shit that's going on?
No. It's just Jimmy Fallon's ride just makes me sick.
Okay, we should probably
end it. I'm sorry, Jimmy Fallon, but your ride just sucks. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry about the past 2 minutes. I don't know what the hell we were going.
We were just ranting that we're drunk. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening, and be sure to listen to the next episode in the near future.
Hell yeah. Until next time, true believers.
Take care.
Bah.
Okay.